humans, it's just Martine. It's Friday night, and I have a busy weekend ahead of me. But you know what I also have? An ebook checked out from the library that's due in 3 days that I still have 6 hours left of in reading time. I've been making my way through Dune. It's a very famous sci-fi book. I'm enjoying it pretty well at this point, but it's long. There are longer books. I've read longer books, but it's like over 600 pages, and it's taking a while for me to get through, but it can no longer take a while. I have 3 days. I have about half of it left. We need to do this right now. So let's see what we can do. This is also a good opportunity for me to show you how I read when I either have a lot to read, I finally get time to read, or I don't really feel like reading. Like, I feel like reading, but I don't like having the time pressure of it. But we're gonna do it anyway, because I really want to finish this book. It's got a long wait, and I will definitely forget what happened if I place another hold on it. Not that I can place another hold on it, because I have 15 out of 10 holds right now, because my library switched. It's a whole different system anyway. So I can't place a hold on it, basically, and even if I could, I wouldn't want to. So I have 3 days. We gotta do this now. So I think the first issue that I'm running into with this book is that I've been reading it on my phone, even though I honestly should have been reading it on my Kindle. Because when I read things on my phone, the pages are so short, and I read like 20 of those pages and I'm like, oh wow, I feel accomplished, and that's like 2 pages in real life. If this will ever download, I'm going to read it on my Kindle. It's a 0% downloaded though, so it's gonna take a second. I have this ambient video pulled up for the Slytherin dorm room, my favorite type of ambient room, the Slytherin dorm room, and now I'm going to get to reading. I'm just making gestures with my hands to be interesting. I promised myself that if I got past page 500, I would indulge in a bribe. Orange soda it is for this evening's bribe. I just reached a really interesting part of the book. I feel like, so in the beginning, I was just trying to gain my balance, and then I reached a point where I was intrigued, and there was a trader about, and I was like, yes, let's go. And then we reached this point that was kind of just desert travel, and I was like, is this going to happen for much longer? Like, I don't know, it's not my favorite. But now, Paul and his mother are with a group of freemen, and he has fought Jameis, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but really intriguing things are happening, and there's this huge discussion in this book that I wasn't anticipating, because I only knew that this was like a really famous sci-fi and that it's being made into a movie now, or like the movie just came out, the movie's coming out soon, I don't know. I just knew that I wanted to read it, and it's got this huge discussion about religion and prophecies and like prophesying and stuff that is really intriguing, and we've reached a big point in the story for that element, and so I'm interested. That does not mean that I don't need soda as a bribe. I was going to like pop the top and be really cool there, and then I couldn't do it with one hand, so back to reading, I guess. It's only about 8:30, but I'm getting super sleepy, so what I'm going to do is pace around my room while I read this next chapter. Well, at least part of this chapter, because this chapter looks like it's actually going to be pretty long, but I don't want to sit at my desk anymore. So, pacing. It's 9 o'clock. I'm so tired. But I'm making good progress. I'm gonna get ready for bed and then read in bed until I fall asleep is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. All right, it's Sunday, almost afternoon now, it's 11:49, and yesterday I only got 20 minutes of reading done of Dune reading done, because the rest of the day I was first attending a conference and then doing homework, which included a lot of reading, but textbook reading. So that's what I was doing yesterday. And then at night, I had it in me to watch an episode of The Bachelor and read 20 minutes. So here we are. I've watched another episode of The Bachelor. I was like 3 weeks behind. Now I'm only 1 week behind. Well, until tomorrow night, then I'll be 2 weeks behind again. But anyway, the point is, I'm ready to get a little bit of reading done. Yep. How interesting, you say. How interesting. So, let's read. The move right now is read for 10 minutes, fold my laundry after. It's just past 4:30. Here's my update for you. I did, in fact, read for 10 minutes, then fold my laundry, then I got back to reading, then I watched some YouTube, then I watched an episode of The Bachelor, then I went back to watching YouTube. But it's my day off, so, like, I deserve this. Also, the book says I have about an hour and a half left. I know I can finish that today. It's just past 6. I got back to my dorm room from the dining hall. I'm having dinner. I'm refueled. I'm re-energized. I'm ready to read the last approximately 1 hour of Dune. Let's do these. I did it. It's 7:30 and I finished Dune by Frank Herbert. I'm giving it 4 stars. It was good. I don't really know where they'd take the rest of the series, but I'm kind of curious now. I think my library has the next few ones, so I might at the very least, put it on my library wish list. We'll see. But it feels so good to not have the pressure of that library loan hanging over me anymore. I believe that's also a book that's on my poster that I got gifted for Christmas. That's like 100 books of a lifetime, so I get to scratch that off whenever I'm next back at my hometown. So a long while from now, but it still feels good. It's still exciting. I know this is a book that a lot of people want to read. Here's my impression. So yes, it's sci-fi, but I feel like it has a lot of the big hallmarks of the fantasy genre, specifically the like court politics, the political intrigue and stuff. I know that science fiction can and does definitely have that stuff, but the way it played out with like there being dukes and princesses and stuff just reminded me a little more of fantasy. I found the religion aspect like super fascinating. I think that was probably my favorite part. I found the politics fine. I found the planet to be pretty interesting and the examination of culture to be pretty fascinating. I'm sure there was lots that just went over my head. Like I would be reading a scene and I would read something like 3 times ago. I still don't think I understand that. But like, I don't know if it's one of those situations where the more and more you immerse yourself in the world, the more you read or whatever, the more sense it makes. But like, I still held on pretty well. So yeah. If you like fantasy and you want to try sci-fi, I would definitely recommend this one because again, I think it straddles that border really well. I think it's kind of a fantasy-esque sci-fi. So like light on the science-y part and all that stuff, but still about like planets and science and with blasters instead of other stuff, I guess. I don't really know the hallmarks of all the genres, but I thought it was good and I am intrigued about the possibility of maybe reading a sequel in the future. So take that as my review. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Have you read Dune? If not, is it on your TBR list? What are your feelings about science fiction? If you love science fiction, drop some recommendations for me down below. It's a genre that I really like, but I just don't read enough of. So I'd love any recommendations you could provide for me. And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!